Awareness, I'm Raghi Omar. Along the porous and wild frontier between Pakistan and Afghanistan, the small tribe of the Kalash are struggling to maintain their ancient pagan traditions and way of life, while surrounded by fervent Islamic communities where militancy is on the rise. According to legend, the 4,000 remaining Kalash are descended from Alexander the Great's armies, who passed through the region on their way from Greece to India thousands of years ago. Kalash legends like this one have always been told the old-fashioned way, through stories and songs passed orally through the generations. But unlike many great storytelling cultures, the Kalash have never committed a single story to paper because they have no alphabet, until now. Directors Cameron Hickey and Lauren Feeney capture this struggle for ethnic survival in their film Alphabet Book.
Onde acha ele que Roma abi gadirak mon de ele salmon nimeshim de emi nimeshim ami kalashon hati kitab sauzo onde não suda ai jonik mine de abi gron jet de abi ne jonik de abi dastur kara de abi ne jonik.
My name is Kalash, and I'm from an indigenous small nation in the mountains of Hindu Kush. It's a very isolated place. It's on the border of Afghanistan and Pakistan. We are not more than 3,500 people who call themselves Kalasha. The Kalasha still live in an ancient organic lifestyle. There are very, very few places where you can have electricity. The major difference between Kalash and surrounding communities is that we have different religion. Kalasha don't believe in the Islamic religion. We believe in different pantheon of gods, fairies. The women are more free. They don't wear burqa or cover their faces or wear scarves. And they dance. They can drink wine if they want.
Andayan siya pagelle ito toma pilko na kain. Yani na kiya. Musa na bada pika uli siya kan kun juk na pakuria.
The main problems that Kalasha face living as a minority in Pakistan is that there's a lot of discrimination against us, and there's a pressure to convert and give up this ancient way of living.
Haya dastur, tay dastur na mana dastur yana. Haya bangborita patu dastur warak na mana tay dastur warak na mana. Depresiu, tay dastur no pato no asmanu zimin parkshu. Alan pato warak na mana auju.
Most of the Kalasha don't speak the national language of Pakistan. They speak their own language. The Kalasha Mond is the language of Kalasha people. It's an ancient language which was passed down orally. It has never been written before. So none of our history has been written before. None of our stories have ever been written before.
Homa wawa ademes, homa nijemen wa. Ademes a puto shok, bashok a put Kalashamer.
Emi nom bilkul Kalasha nom, sahi Kalasha nom emi Musulman nom asta barabar ne inda. Onde emi sao nom Musulman nom shin.
My parents' generation did not go to schools. The young generation of Kalasha people started to go to schools in the last 10 years. The primary schools were only mosque schools, which you call madrasa schools. So the Kalasha kids had to go to the madrasa schools. So a lot of parents were hesitant to send their kids to the madrasa school because they feared that they would be converted. But they realized that the education was very important for them because if they don't go to schools, they will be backward. They couldn't think with the modern times, and the other people would take advantage of them. They need to know how to read and write. So first the kids were going in the madrasa schools. Then the Kalasha elders realized that the younger generation is going out of the fireside of storytelling to the modern schools, where they learn stories from different cultures, from different histories, but they don't have stories of their own culture. What will happen if we die, they said. Who will teach them the history of Kalasha? Who will teach them the stories of Kalasha people?
तो तारा खुलते हैं मुसलमान के खुल एक या उन जैसे चीज़ कोई नहीं हो पिछले बार लोग सुधा कोई ऐसा डाया नहीं जमन का कोई ऐसा डाया नहीं वाला आलो शायद चीज़ न ताले मंथाना शायद तिक थारू दिया शायद
I first went to the mosque school in my village at the age of 5. First of all, you learn the alphabet of Urdu, alphabet of Arabic. You read Arabic alphabet and then you eventually start reading Quran. So I didn't understand it, but we had this obligation to learn it. This is the way they teach in the schools there, but I didn't like it and I didn't go anymore. Afterwards, my uncle, he took me to the city, and I was one of the first who went to school in the city. While we were growing up in a different environment and we were getting education, we had this consciousness that our language is not written down. Because I was the first generation who went to the school, then eventually to the university, and I realized how important it was. So we started with the literacy project.
سيتا خدايا المسلمان ظلم قايتي كاسب على نوم ملك ناني وجونا ممرر ركمو يا ملك نبتني وجو سي دايا نيتا إذا شان دا باندال مسلمان بشمان الله يجي باندا تان دليل نزاليل من دوني ولي على العشاء جا
My name is Athanasios Lerounis. I'm a teacher in Athens. I'm also a member of the Greek volunteers. I visited Pakistan in 1994. Pakistani people ask me, from where are you? All the Asiatic countries called Greece Yunnan. So I told them I'm Yunani. Oh, they told, you must go to the north to see your relatives.
Yunan. Is all India. All India jauh almost kabukai, jangkai. Atra jauh atau atra dili jauh mati kalamian. Jauh kalamian sekosyano si mereka dunia.
I'm not a specialist. I'm not an ethnologist. I'm not a historian, but we found some similarities with the Greek old culture.
Kalesh Yunus. Atrás Abatawan. Abati Sikandari Yazamati Abi.
We have not written script that, yes, the Kalasha people are Greeks, so we are not sure. We have not a proof, but we have to respect this tradition that it stay alive till the 21st century. Because in each of this story, there is a root of history.
I think because of this legendary past of the expedition of Alexander the Great when he went to India and he conquered that part of the world, our people believe that we have Greek blood from these times. And when the modern Greeks visited this area, they were very fascinated by the culture and the people. And they wanted to help the people, to bring schools for the people. So I went to Greece in order to study there, and I was very welcomed there. I got scholarship from the education ministry to be able to do my linguistic studies in Greece. So this modern connection, which has links in the past, has been very helpful for the Kalasha people. I did a lot of presentations in Greece, in various universities, speaking about the literacy project. But the first thing was to be able to produce an alphabet book, so that this alphabet book could be the foundation of this literacy project.
When we come back, the challenge for Taj isn't producing a written alphabet, but convincing the authorities that this won't be a threat to the surrounding community.